Good day everyone! Our topic for today is Lean Six Sigma. Sabi lang dito na it's a method that combines speed, efficiency, and quality to improve processes and results. Masasabi natin in simple terms, it helps organizations or industries work faster, reduce waste, and maintain high quality output. As an electrical engineering student, this concept connects to our field because in engineering projects like designing circuits, maintaining power system, or managing manufacturing lines, we also aim for efficiency and precision. Lean Six Sigma helps us analyze and improve those processes. Para mas maliwanag, for example, sa power plant operation, kung may part ng system na naging cause ng delay or energy loss, Lean Six Sigma can be used to identify the root cause and fix it, resulting in a more efficient and reliable power. Next slide. Dito tayo sa what is Lean Six Sigma. Hindi ko na siya babasahin, papaliwanag ko na lang. Sabi lang dito na Lean Six Sigma is a combination of two key ideas, which is the Lean and the Six Sigma, where Lean means focuses on eliminating waste. To connect, in engineering, that could mean minimizing unnecessary step or energy losses in processes. Sa Six Sigma naman, it means na it focuses on eliminating defects, ensuring that products, circuits, or system perform at their best without errors. Pag daw pinagsama natin yung Lean tsaka Six Sigma, it helps us improve speed, accuracy, and reliability. Things that are crucial in electrical engineering work. Para mas maliwanag ulit, example natin. Kapag gumawa tayo ng electrical design for a building, Lean thinking helps us avoid redundant wiring or waste materials, while Six Sigma helps us make sure na lahat ng electrical components meet quality standards and safety requirements. Pag pinagsama ulit natin yon, they make the whole system more efficient and cost-effective.
Good day everyone. In this video, we'll be talking about Six Sigma, a powerful business strategy used to improve quality, reduce errors, and make processes more efficient. Let's start by understanding what Six Sigma really means. What is Six Sigma? The term Six Sigma comes from statistics. It's all about reducing variation and defect in a process. Sa madaling sabi, gusto nitong gawing consistent at mataas ang quality ng isang produkto o pagsiserbisyo. Sa Sigma value naman, ito yung is measured by DPMO, which tell us how many times a process fails out of 1 million chances. At the Six Sigma level, only 3.4 defects occur per million opportunities. That's 99.9966% defect free. Ibig sabihin, halos perfecto na yung ang proseso na napakababa ng posibilidad na ng isang pagkakamali. Next slide. Dito naman yung origins of Six Sigma. Sa Six Sigma started at Motorola in the middle 1980s. Layunin ng mga engineers noon na mapabuti ang mga kalidad ng kanilang mga produkto sa pamamagitan ng pagbabawas ng mga depekto at pagpapataas ng efficiency. They found that by reaching the Six Sigma levels, they would have fewer product failures and happier customer. Pagkatapos, pinalaganapan nito ni Jack Welch, ang CEO ng General Electric or GE. Dahil sa paggamit ng Six Sigma, nakapagtipid ang GE or General Electric ng mahigit $12 billion sa loob ng 5 taon. That's because Six Sigma not only reduce cost but also improves customer satisfaction and development strong data-driven leaders. In short, Six Sigma helps organization improve customer experience, lower operational costs, and develop leadership skill, focus on continuous improvements.
Good day everyone, my name is Philip Luis Embuscado from BSc 3C, and now I'm going to discuss the Six Sigma methodologies. This is the strategies na ginagamit para ma-improve ang process sa isang organization. Meron dalawang main approach dito, which is the DMAIC and DMADV. So ano nga ba yung DMAIC o yung DMAIC? This is the Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control. Ginagamit ito kung meron ka ng existing process pero gusto mong ma-improve. Pero gusto mo pang makapagpa-improve ng isang organization. Parang inaayos mo yung mga problema para mas maging efficient at mas less error. So define, tukuyin kung ano nga ba yung problema o yung goal mo. Measure, sukatan or mag-gather ng data. Analyze, pag-aralan kung saan nanggaling ang issue. Improve, gumawa ng solusyon o improvement. Control, siguraduhin na magtutuloy-tuloy ang improvement. Ang DMADB naman is Define, Measure, Analyze, Design, and Verify. Ginagamit naman ito kapag bago ang process or yung product na gusto mong i-develop. Ang focus dito ay design and verification bago ito i-deploy. Sa Define, kailangan mo ilatad yung objectives o requirements. Measure is alamin ng customer needs at expects. Analyze, hanapin ang best possible design. And design is gumawa ka ng detailed design para sa isang process or yung isang product. And lastly is the verify. Testing at validation kung gumagana ba ito o umaayon sa plano. So para mas maliwanagan kayo sa Six Sigma methodologies is magbibigay ako ng example. DMAIC in action, cleaning the garage. Ginamit itong DMAIC, ipapaliwanag ko dito kung paano nga ba ginamit to. Example nga natin dito is paglilinis ng garahe. So sa define, tukuyin ang goal. Halimbawa, linisin ang garahe para may space sa motorcycle. Measure, sukatin ng square footage o gaano kalaki ang area at mag-set ka ng target. Analyze, alamin kung anong bagay ang dapat itago, itapon o i-organize. Sa improve, mag-implement ka ng 5S method o yung sort, set, shine, standard, and sustain o maglagay ng vertical storage. And last is the control. Maglagay ka ng labels, gumawa ng weekly check at kuhaan ng photos para makasiguradong maintain. So makikita natin na sa simpleng gawain lang tulad ng cleaning the garage, pwede mo may apply yung Six Sigma methodology para mas maging systematic at efficient ang approach natin. So, thank you.
So, my name is Jordan Paderes and pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay yung lean production, the 8 phases or downtime. So, ano-ano nga ba yung mga phases nito? Siyempre, unang-una dyan yung defects, overproduction, waiting, non-utilized talent, transportation, inventory, motion, and extra processing. So, bakit nga ba sila naging waste? Unang-una dyan, bakit naging waste ang defects? Siyempre, mistakes requiring rework. So kapag magkakaroon tayo ng mga mistakes, syempre ulitin natin 'yan. Syempre kailangan mo diyang ulitin 'yan. Then yung susunod naman ay overproduction, doing work before needed. Syempre, waste din 'yan kasi nga hindi mo naman kailangang gawin, bakit gagawin mo pa? Kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng overproduction. So, yung waiting, idle time for info and materials. Masyado tayo naghihintay sa mga info and mga materials na kailangan. Then, sunod naman yung non-utilized talent or yung not using full skills. Kumbaga, trabaho lang talaga yung ginagawa mo. Hindi mo binibigay lahat. Then, transportations. Moving items unnecessary. So, wag mo raw kung gagawin yan. Yung transport ka ng mga items na hindi naman kailangan. So, dyan ay yung inventory, unreceived items by customer. So, bakit naging waste din yan? Kasi nga, hindi na re-receive ng mga customers yung mga items nila o yung mga order nila. Then yung motion, bakit din naging waste yan? Dahil nga naging waste yan dahil sa excessive movement in workspace. Kasi nga, kumbaga, mas marami kang galaw, mapapatagal yung mga gawain. So yung extra processing, katulad rin dito sa motion, more work than necessary. Mas maraming ginagawa ka, pero hindi naman kailangan. So, yun lang. Then, susunod naman is yung, kung may problema tayo, syempre, dapat may solusyon tayo sa problema. So, ito na ang solusyon natin, the 5S system, o yung tinatawag na antidote to waste. So, ano nga ba yan? Una na dyan is yung sort, remove unnecessary items. Syempre, pag magsosort ka, dapat alisin mo lahat ng hindi dapat nandyan. Then, set in order, a place for everything. Dapat nandyan na lahat yung mga gagamitin mo sa trabaho man yan o sa business. Then, syempre, clean and inspect regularly. Kailangan natin ng cleanliness sa ating trabaho o sa business man yan. Sunod yan is yung standardize, yung paggagawa ng mga procedures. Then, sustain, monitor, and maintain standard. Siyempre, kung dapat gagawin mo yan, dapat masusustain mo lahat ng mga gagawin mo dyan. So, yun lang.
Pull system. Resources pulled only when needed. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka gagawa ng produkto hanggat hindi ito kailangan. Ang layunin nito ay iwasan ang sobra-sobrang produkto at aksayang oras at materyales. Kanban, visual signal to trigger production. Ibig sabihin, gumagamit ng mga visual na palatandaan kapag paubos na ang iyong produkto. Goal, continuous flow. Make one, move one. Tuloy-tuloy na daloy na trabaho. Make one, move one. Gumawa ng isa, ilipat agad sa susunod na proseso. Benepisyo na makukuha dito ay walang stock na naiipon, mas mabilis ang produksyon at mas madaling makita ang problema kung meron man. Support just in time or JIT production. Saktong oras ang produksyon. Ibig sabihin, gawin lahat ang produkto kung kailan ito kailangan gamit ang eksaktong dami ng materyales at sa tamang oras. Minimize time, labor, materials. Mas kaunting oras, tao at materyales ang kailangan. Hindi kailangan gumawa ng sobra, ginagawa lang ang produkto kapag kailangan na ito. Produce good only as needed. Gawa lang kung may order o demand. Walang overproduction o pagtatambak ng produkto. Benefits, low inventory, less space, low working capital. Konti lang ang stock sa bodega. Hindi kailangan ng maraming warehouse para sa inventaryo. Mas kaunting espasyo ang kailangan dahil walang tambak na materyales o produkto na nasa mas maliit na lugar ang kailangan sa production. Mas maliit na puhunan ang kailangan. Hindi kailangan gumastos agad sa maraming materyales o inventaryo. Risk, no buffer. Disruption can help production. Walang extra o reserba. Kapag may abala, hihinto agad ang produksyon. Halimbawa, kung na-delay ang delivery ng isang pyesa, pag nasira yung makina na ginagamit, pag-produce ng produkto, wala kang magagamit, titigil ang buong linya ng production.
So with the means of just-in production, we can achieve or we can take the following. First, we have higher customer satisfaction. Kung yung products ay mas mabilis na di-deliver, tsaka kung namimit ba ng mga customer yung expectation, yung quality expectations sa isang product. Next, we have lower cost. Reduces storage, waste, and excess inventory expenses. Parang mas mabababa niya yung expenses. So, dami kita, siyempre. Third one, we have improved process, speed, and quality. Parang mas mabilis yung paggawa ng produkto pero quality pa din. Next, we have better space and resource utilization. Uses only necessary materials and space efficient. Last, we have strong leadership and team skill. Importante din to because kailangan may teamwork, disiplina, tsaka yung pagpapatuloy na improvement. Kumbaga, mas magiging success ka. Mas magiging yung product, mabili. Ganun. Next, these are the summary and key takeaway. So, in this video, we've learned the Lean Six Sigma. We've learned eliminate waste, eliminate defects, and lastly, efficient, high quality, profitable business. And that's all. Thank you.